Alrighty, here's our video on simplifying expressions study guide. So first we have select all expressions that are equivalent to 6x plus 7x plus 11 minus 7x minus 4. Remember, when it says select all, that means there may be more than one answer. Not always more than one, but there can be more than one. So first we need to simplify. We need to combine like terms. So I have 6x plus 7x minus 7x. Well, my positive 7x and my minus 7x are opposites. They equal 0, leaving us with 6x. Now I have positive 11 and minus 4. Well, 11 minus 4 is 7, so I have plus 7. So this one is the same. It matches it exactly. Now we have to determine 6x plus 15. Well, that's not it. 9x minus 3x. Well, if I combine these two terms, that gives me 6x plus 7, which is the same expression. Then I have 9x minus 3, which gives us 6x again, but plus 15. That means that one does not work. Select all expressions that are equivalent. So again, there may be more than one correct answer. To 15x minus 45. So we have to do factoring and figure out what could match. So we can factor it out from here. So what number do both of these divide evenly by? Well, we can divide both of them by 5. That gives me 5 times 3 gives us 15x. Minus 5 times 9 gives us 45. That one's not on the list, so that doesn't work. They're both divisible by 3. So 3 times 5 gives us our 15. And 3 times 15 gives us our 45. So that one doesn't match. 5, or 3 times 5 minus 15, that one works. 3 times 4, that's 12. And then that one doesn't work. So this time there's only one correct answer. Number 3, enter the value of p so that the expression 4 times the sum of 10 plus n is equivalent to 4 times the sum of n plus p. Well, the only difference in these two is we have a p and we have a 10. Inside your parentheses, when you're adding, the order doesn't matter. So the value of p would be 10. 4. Enter the number that makes the equation true. We have 89 hundredths plus 16 hundredths is equal to something over 100 plus 16 hundredths. So place value, you really need to know it. So I said this as 89 hundredths because that's the proper way to say it. If you say 0.89, you're not going to get it. But 89 hundredths is equivalent to 89 over 100. So that would be our 89 over 100. They are now these equivalent to each other. 5. Select the expression equivalent to negative 4x plus 4 and 2/10 y minus the sum of negative 7x plus 3 and 4/10 y. So first we need to distribute this imaginary negative 1. So I'm going to rewrite it. We have negative 4x plus 4 and 2/10 y. Negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7x. Negative 1 times positive 3 and 4/10 is negative 3 and 4/10 y. So now I can combine like terms. I have negative 4x and positive 7x. That gives me 3x. And then I have positive 4 and 2/10 y minus 3 and 4/10 y, which gives us positive 8/10 y. And this time there is no correct answer. None of them are correct. There was a mistake in creating this and we forgot to take off the 1. So this time there's just no correct answer. Number 6, select all expressions that are equivalent to 15x plus 5x plus 20 plus 40x. These are in parentheses. Means you would do it first, but we're not distributing anything because it's just a positive 1 in front. So we have 15x plus 5x plus 20 plus 40x. So if I were to start by combining my like terms, I have 15x plus 5x gives me 20x plus 20. And I didn't catch this, 40x. So we could say plus 40x. But to actually combine all my like terms, I would have 60x plus 20. So the first one matches 60x plus 20. Second one, 20x plus 20 plus 40. Well, there's that one, so it matches. 15x plus 20 plus 40. Well, we're missing a 5x there, so that doesn't work. 20x plus 20, that gives us just this first part of it, so we're missing that 40x. On the back, we have a bunch of just solving equations. So, let's solve them. If you don't draw the line down the equal sign, that's fine. I do. It just helps me organize it. So when we have a two-step problem like this, our first step is to add or subtract to get the coefficient with the variable by itself. So I'm going to do minus 7 because that's the inverse, leaving us with 8a equals 24. Let me just double check. Yep. Now I have 8 times a. The inverse of multiplying would be to divide, giving us a equals 3. Question 2. We have negative 27 equals v minus 15. The opposite of minus 15 would be to add 15. Our 15s cancel out, leaving us with v equals negative 12. Number 3, negative 9c minus 13 equals negative 103. So our first step is to get our variable by itself. So we're going to do the opposite of minus 13, which is plus 13. Leaving us with negative 9c equals negative 90. The opposite of multiplying by negative 9 would be to divide, giving us c equals a positive 10. Number 4, negative 15 equals negative 4m plus 5. Well, the opposite of plus 5 would be to minus 5. Minus 5. Our 5's cancel out, leaving us with negative 4m equals negative 20. Opposite of multiplying by a negative 4 would be to divide by a negative 4, giving us negative 20 divided by negative 4 is positive 5 equals m. Number 5. We have e divided by 20 minus 5 equals negative 4. The opposite of minus 5 would be to add 5, leaving us with e divided by 20 equals 1. Well, if you aren't sure what it would be, the opposite of dividing by 20 would be to multiply by 20. These two cancel out. They equal 1. So we now have 1e, and 20 times 1 is 20. Number 6. We have negative 20 times the sum of f plus 5 equals 140. Alrighty, so our first step would be to distribute. So I have negative 12 times f gives us negative 12f. And negative 12 times positive 5 gives us negative 60 equals 144. The opposite of minus 60 would be to add 60 on each side, leaving us with negative 12f equals 204. The opposite of multiplying by negative 12 would be to divide, which gives us f equals negative 17. Number 7. Looks like a lot. We just need to combine. So we have c, positive c, that's a 3, plus 5c. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7c. And then I have plus 3 and a plus 3, so plus 6 equals, I have 20 plus 3 plus 4. Those are all like terms, which gives us 27. All right, now to solve it. 7c plus 6 equals 27. The opposite of plus 6 would be to minus 6 on each side, giving us 7c equals 21. The opposite of multiplying by 7 would be to divide by 7, giving us c equals 3. Last problem, there's a lot to it. We have 4 times the sum of b plus 6 minus 8 divided by 6 equals 12. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this fraction. And to get rid of our fraction, we do the opposite of dividing by 6 would be to multiply by 6, because if you were to rewrite it like this, times 6 over 1, our 6's cancel out and our denominator becomes 1. So we now have 4 times b plus 6 minus 8 equals 12. Now I'm going to distribute. So I have 4 times b, leaving us with 4b, plus 4 times 6 is 24, minus 8 equals 12. I can combine like terms now. So I have 4b plus 24 minus 8 is 16 equals 12. Now I just have a two-step problem. So it really wasn't as bad as it seemed. Looked like a lot, but it worked out pretty nicely. The opposite of plus 16 would be to minus 16 on each side, giving us 4. Oh man, guys, I messed up. So this side is all correct, but I multiplied by 6 over here. That means I have to do it on this side. So times 6 gives us 72. So all my 12s are actually 72. I am so sorry. Now we have 72 minus 16, which is 56. So I have 4b equals 56. The opposite of multiplying by 4 would be to divide by 4. And 56 divided by 4 is 14, so b equals 14. Also, remember, any questions from your last quiz are fair game and can be used on the test. Also, if there's any problems we starred in any lessons, remember, those are also fair game and you should study those as well. Good luck.